Dear family and friends, we're going to commence with play. If you can please stand, thank you. वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा உலகலாம் உணர்ந்து ஓதற்கரியவன் நீல ஊழாவிய நீர்மலிவேணியன் அருகள் சோதியன் அம்பலத்தில் ஆடுவான் மலச்சிலம்படி வளர்த்து வணங்குவோம். துதி பாடியாடி உந்தன் சன்னதி சரணடைந்தோமே சாந்து வணங்கி துதி பாடியாடி உந்தன் சன்னதி சரணடைந்தோமே சாந்து சித்து சபாக்கியங்கள் யாவையும் தந்தரும் சத்குரு நீயே தந்தரும் சத்குரு நீயே சத்குரு நீயே Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may be seated. Gajabadana Gajanata Gajabadana Ila ila Gajabadana Gajanata Gajabadana Vinayaka Siddhi Vidata Shivatanaya Siddhi Vidata Shivatanaya Buddhi Pradayaka Gajanana Buddhi Pradayaka Gajanana Parvati Nandana Bhavabhaya Vanjana Parvati Nandana Bhavabhaya Vanjana Yuga Yuga Vandita Jaya Shri Ganesha Yuga Yuga Vandita Jaya Shri Ganesha Gajabadana Gananata Gajabadana Vinaya Vinayaka 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 Gangiyanindava Kando Tolumilasa Sadangiyadum Padavimuda Vindishwara Vinda Tunita Tillayambalaraja Tiruvinadai Paranisa Tillayambalaraja Tiruvinadai Paranisa Anatita Andava Avava Amitandava Anatita Andava Avava Amitandava Tillayambalaraja Tiruvinadai Paranisa Tillayambalaraja Tiruvinadai Paranisa Ingum imbam vilandari Ingum imbam vilandari Yedinaya galavanta Alavava Gulam pungava Tillayambalaraja நடராஜா சிறுமினாதனி கரணேச शंभो महादेव शंभो महादेव शंभो महादेव देवन கோவில் மணியோசை நலசேரிகள் சொல்லும் மணியோசை தேவன் கோவில் மணியோசை நலசேரிகள் சொல்லும் மணியோசை பாவிகள் மீதும் ஆண்டவன் காட்டும் பாசத்தி ஓசை மணி ஓசை தேவன் கோவில் மணி ஓசை நலசே இவர் சொல்லம் மணி ஓசை தேவன் கோவில் மணி ஓசை நலசே இவர் சொல்லம் மணி ஓசை Mani
மகாதேவன் பணிதே சதீஷா ஜெயநாத குரு மகாதேவன் பணிதே சதீஷா திருத்தாண்டவமான் தமரி போட்பரும் அருள்வாம திருத்தாண்டவமான் தமரி போட்பரும் அருள்வாம முப்புறம் கொடுக்காமல் மோகனம் ரூபம் ஸ்ரீகணாயனம் கருணை பிரகாச மோகனம் ரூபம் ஸ்ரீகணாயனம் கருணை பிரகாச வடிவே எந்தன் துணையே வேமுருகா வடிவே என்னை காக்கும் வடிவேலவா பெருமான் உந்தன் தனியல்லவோ பார்வத்தியும் சிவ பெருமான் உந்தன் தனியல்லவோ பார்வத்தியும் தனியல்லவோ ஸ்ரீ கணேச உந்தன் கடலவோ என்று பாடம் எதிர்ந்தம் பிள்ளையல்ல ஸ்ரீ கணேச வடிவேல ஓ முருகா ஓ முருகா சரவண பவகுக வடிவேல உன்னை தீரம் வடிவேலவா எதன் கண்ணீர் உந்தன் அரிசியம் இது முருகா கண்கள் உன்னை தீரம் வடிவேலவா எதன் கண்ணீர் உந்தன் அரிசியம் இது முருகா கண்கள் உன்னை தீரம் வடிவேலவா எதன் கண்ணீர் உந்தன் வடிவேலவா எதன் கனிவுதல் அபிஷேகம் முருகா ஓ முருகா ஓ முருகா சரவண பவகுக வடிவேலா ஓ முருகா ஓ முருகா சரவண பவகுக வடிவேலா ஓ சரவண பவகுக வடிவேலா ஓ சரவண பவகுக வடிவேலா दीन करुणाधरणी नडराज दीन कंडनी 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 நின்னருள் புகழ்ந்து பணியும் என்னையும் அருளும் நின்னருள் புகழ்ந்து பணியும் என்னையும் அருளும் மௌன குருவின் இடையாட இலக்கண்டே மௌன குருவின் இடையாட இலக்கண்டே இடையாட இலக்கண்டே தீன கருணாக்கரே ஞானிகள் மனம் தினமும் இலக்கிடனே ஞானிகள் மனம் தினமும் இலக்கிடனே மௌன குருவே மௌன குருவே மௌன குருவே மௌன குருவே விளையாட இலக்கிடனே நீங்க கருணாகரனே நடக இலக்கிடனே ஆதி அனைத்தும் இல்லாதே கண்களுடன் அனுப்பதனே ஆதிமதியே பரேச இலக்கடனே ஆதிமதியே பரேச இலக்கடனே நீலக்கருணாகரனே நடக இலக்கடனே இலக்கடனே ஓசை ஒளி எல்லாம் ஆனானே உலகுக்கு ஒருவனாய் நின்றாயே ஓசை ஒளி எல்லாம் ஆனானே உலகுக்கு ஒருவனாய் நின்றாயே வாசமலரெல்லாம் जननी கண்ணாலே கண்டாய் போதுமே கண்ணே வராய் ஜீவனே கண்ணாலே கண்டாய் போதுமே துணையாக வருவாய் எனதாக உயிரே துணையாக வருவாய் எனதாக
Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I'd like to call our first speaker, call upon Ari to come and say Ari to come say a few words on behalf of the family. Thank you. Ari. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll have Kubin to say a few words. Thank you.
Family and friends, this is a tribute to BABS, as we affectionately know him, or my mama, uncle, mentor. Today we gathered here to celebrate the life of BABS, a man whose virtues and unwavering moral compass touched everyone fortunate enough to know him. His kindness, generosity, ability to bring joy into people's lives were constants, always present and deeply felt. During my high school years, I lived under his guidance until I got married. We shared the same room, listening to things like Squad Cars, Mr. Car Investigates, long before the advent of TV. These moments were simple as they were, remain etched in my memory. I often helped him with repairs and chores, experiences that laid the foundations for my future. Everywhere, so much so that Saroj would affectionately say, I was his tail. Then came the joys and challenges of raising children and meeting the expectations of his new family life. Weekends we spent working together, servicing and repaired cars to make ends meet. That hands-on experience became invaluable to me in my later years. After many years at Spa, BABS took the leap of faith and opened his own workshop, which he then ran successfully for many, many years. I always helped him in the workshop whenever I could, and I fondly remember the aroma of mutton sausages sizzling on the braai, simple pleasures that brought us together. Eventually, he closed the workshop and joined DTMB, where he worked diligently to ensure that his children received the best education that they deserved. Through every trial and triumph, he remained a pillar of strength and support, guiding his children to become the accomplished individuals that they are today. We all knew his sweet tooth and the countless stories of him sneaking into the pantry to sample Saroj's baked treats when she wasn't looking, only to act innocently thereafter. And if she didn't make or gave him what he craved for, he simply went out, bought it, and ate it right in front of her. BABS was also a social soul, a ladies' man who loved dancing and staying active. He cherished his grandchildren deeply, always looking forward to the video calls and speaking fondly of them, each one of them. His love and affection never waned, even in his final days. He had a unique bond with each person, a connection that was unmistakable and unforgettable. When Saroj fell ill, BABS took care of her with all the devotion until his first stroke, which after then the roles reversed. Even during his hospitalization, he eagerly waited for visits from his loved ones. His health took an unexpected turn, and it was heartbreaking for all of us to witness him in that condition. We all held onto hope, but sadly recovery was not to be. He will be deeply missed
by his family, friends, and especially his grandchildren, who share their special closeness to him. As we honor him through the 16-day ceremony, we fulfill our sacred responsibility, not only to mourn, but to celebrate his life and to offer blessings, and to find closure. We unite him with Saroj and all those who have gone before him in the realm beyond this one. Though Babs may longer walk amongst us, his spirit lives in the laughter of his grandchildren, in the lessons he taught us, and in the love that he gave so freely. Let us carry forward his legacy of kindness, resilience, and joy. May his transition to the afterlife go unhindered, and may we find comfort in knowing that he is reunited with Saroj, watching over us with the same warm smile that we all remember. Thank you.
Thank you, Logan. I'd like to call upon Ari to come forward.
It is very difficult for me to say a few words for Ben. Our relationship goes out for more than 70 years. To be precise, it's 74 years. We grew up in an area called Cato Manor, and a lot has happened in Cato Manor, and BABS used to be a large part of the happening there. Although today marks the 16th day ceremony, I think in Hinduism, maybe our singer would tell us more about what happens today on the 16th day. Soul leaves this material world. The prayers that are performed here is for the soul or the Atma to leave between the 13th and the 16th day. However, we would hope and pray that the soul reaches its goal. Alternatively, it would be reborn to another life. Both Bob and Babs and Saroj were active members of the Cato Manor Temple, which is the First River, as well as the Green Temple, which was the Genyaman. I think you would know most of them there. A bit on Bab's work life, a pretty hard worker. He started at Union Flour Mill for many, many years, but it was shift work, 6 to 2, 2 to 10, 10 to 6. So we had the task of going to the mill, picking him up at 10 o'clock in the evening, or if he was starting at 10, we had to go and leave him there. We were immediate neighbors, Aka, Babs, and we knew the extended families as well, and they knew all of our relatives as well. After that, he moved to Suncrush and then worked as a mechanic for Spa. He eventually opened his own workshop in Mobeni and ran that very successful. Kuben and I used to go off to work, our normal work, and go and help him when he was snowed out. Cato Manor, talk a little bit about Cato Manor. They built their own school. Some of you all would have known Hindu Institute. We built our own temple, that's there, and a crematorium as well. So a lot of hard work was done to have that community as strong as it was until Group Areas Act had to kick us out. So we moved away there roundabout. In fact, It was October 1969 that we moved away from there to Chatsworth, and most of them got scattered. But Babs and I used to have a Cato Manor get-together every year without fail to just get the people together. He was very passionate about people and having them, whether it's at home or a function. I remember times where we used to leave Cato Manor and go all the way to Isipingo Island Hotel just for dance, or to the Pelican. That's how much he loved dancing. And eventually, I think he joined a group somewhere in Malvern, him and Saroj, and they used to go dancing out there. I don't have much more to say, but the Babs would have loved us to continue the laughter and the celebration of his life rather than mourn it. And sometimes from the darkest ashes comes the brightest light. I'll leave you all with that. Thank you so much for listening. We'd like to thank singers for rendering such a beautiful array of songs, I think, and also for you all making it your duty to come in the middle of the week and grace us with your presence. We'd also like to say hi to Patrick that came in from the States, not especially for this, but I think it was divine intervention that Patrick has made his presence felt and noted here, and the family. Thank you so much. I managed to get through this. Thank you.
Thank you for those kind words. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, call upon our next speaker, Bhavani, the daughter of our dear dad.
Good evening and welcome everyone. Today we gathered to honor an amazing man that I got to call my dad. As much as we celebrate his existence, we also mourn that he's no longer. Dad leaves behind 2 daughters, a son-in-law, a daughter-in-law, and 4 grandkids, as well as 2 sisters, 2 sister-in-laws, many family and friends. Kind, caring, and a heart of gold is the type of man he was. For all of you seated here, I'm sure you could attest to that. He would always maintain relationships and go out of his way to help and support others. He believed in being good and doing good. Dad embraced life to the fullest. He lived with dignity and pride. He started from humble beginnings and continued to remain that way even when he prospered. Dad was always smartly dressed and never looked his age. He was a strict father, but at the same time playful and affectionate. He was always present and active in our lives. He set high standards for my siblings and I. He ensured we had an education to set the foundation for a better life. I, being the eldest, the expectations were high, but I reached for the stars with his support in everything I did. And for that, I'm forever grateful. Dad enjoyed the best things in life. When I was younger, he provided, and as I got older, I reciprocated. I have to make special mention to my husband Ravi, who supported me in providing and seeing to my dad's needs. To Dad, he was another son, and to Ravi, he was his other father. To my girls, thank you for returning the joy Grandpa provided to you. Dad left his imprint in all of us. He was an integral part of my family. When he moved in 3 years ago and still healthy, he alleviated a lot of responsibility for Ravi and I. He was forever ready to run errands, help with maintenance at home, and also take care of my girls. Dad adored his grandkids. He would do homework with Renee, spoil her with treats, transport her to school, and as you may have heard, he was her BFF. He ensured all the prayers were done when baby arrived, as mum was critically ill. He taught her to eat curry, and she still calls out for her da. To my dad, thank you for everything. For the sacrifices you made without ever mentioning them, for the lessons that shaped me into the person I am today, for the quiet strength you carried even when life was hard. You may not be here for me to say it out loud, but I hope somehow you know every step I take, everything I do is a reflection of your love and guidance. When you have amazing parents, it makes it harder to let go, and the loss is most painful and difficult to move forward. Losing both amazing parents in a month is just devastating. Both mom and dad's love story is just remarkable. They were together for a significant period of their lives and continue to be together in the afterlife. If there's anything comforting in losing them both in a short period, is knowing that they are together and they are true soulmates. I can picture them holding hands and dancing in heaven. Dad, you also get to see your departed parents and meet your angel grandkids. The last 16 days have been tough. It still feels like he's going to walk through the door and he's gonna come home just like mom. I had many lows and periods of confusion and still feel life is unfair. But what I realized is how blessed I was to have an amazing dad. The rituals were performed diligently for his soul transition because that is the value that he instilled in us, especially my sister and I. He had a profound love for prayer, tradition, and culture. That picture of him closing his eyes as my sister and I got to the hospital is something that I will never forget. It was special, yet one of the saddest moments in my life. I know he fought hard, and I tried my best to ensure he got the best care in hospital. But at the end, God was in control. Life will never be the same again without him. Dad, I wish we had more time, and I will miss you more than words can say. But I'll spend the rest of my life honoring you in all that I do. I love you forever.
Thank you, Bhavani, for those words. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll have the vote of thanks now. Thank you.
Good evening, Vanakkam to everyone. To all of you seated here today, thank you for coming through to honor my dad. He meant a lot to you, and you were touched by his existence. To all of those that supported my family for the past 16 days, and in the days of his illness, visiting, calling, sending through messages, flowers, and other sympathy gestures, we appreciate you. To the Sai group and Ruan and her sisters, thank you for rendering the beautiful vachans. A special mention to Auntie Sabi, Kanaka, and Samantha. Thank you for staying with us through the period of the bereavement. Your presence means a lot to us. Thank you to Rand Funerals and Cherubin Events for the setup and decor, for being in the band for rendering the beautiful service tonight. Thank you to family and friends for the contributions and offerings today. There are too many to mention. The bereavement period will not end tonight, but will continue for the rest of our lives. We pray for strength to deal with our losses and Dad's soul to reach moksha. Lastly, before you leave today, please partake in the supper provided after the service. Much love and light to all of you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the conclusion of our prayer. I would like to ask the immediate family to come forward and offer prayer at the altar, followed by family and friends while we continue with bhajans. Thank you.
தோடுடைய செவியங்கிடையே துவன்மதி சூடியே தோடுடைய செவியங்கிடையே துவன்மதி சூடியே காடுடைய சுடலே காடுடைய சுடலே பொடி போசிய உள்ளம் கவர்களைவள் காடுடைய சுடலே பொடி போசிய உள்ளம் கவர்களைவள் ஏடுடைய மட நாட்பணிந்து பேரருள் செய்தே ஈடுடைய பிரமா ஈடுடைய பிரமா புறமேவி மாறிவந்தன் நேயரோ நிறைய வரிவள் பொய்கையழகே ஏயரோ எரிய வரிவள் பொய்கையழகே பெருநெறிய பிரமா பெருநெறிய பிரமா புறநேறிய பெம்மானிவந்தன் ஒரு நெறிய மனுவை கண்ணன் செய்த ஒரு நெறிய மனுவை கண்ணன் செய்த இருநெறிய தமிழ் இருநெறிய தமிழ் வல்லவர் தொல்வினை எளிதானே சங்கரா சிவ சங்கரா சிவ சங்கரா சிவ சங்கரா சிவ சங்கரா சிவ சங்கரா சிவ சங்கரா ஒப்பிலமடியே அன்பினில் விளைந்தே நாரமுதே அம்மையே ஒப்பிலமடியே அன்பினில் விளைந்தே நாரமுதே பொய்மைய பெரும் பொருளினை சுருக்கும் பொழுதலை புகையனே தனக்கு பொழுதலை புகையனே தனக்கு எம்மையனாயே சிவபதமளித்து செல்வமே சிவபெருமானே இன்மைய முருகனை சிக்கின பிடித்தே இன்மைய முருகனை சிக்கின பிடித்தே எங்கள் உணர்வு எங்கள் உணர்வு இளவலியே அன்பினிலே நரந்தே ஒன்னைய பெருகி பொழுதினை சுருக்கும் உந்தனை புலையின கலவே நிமித்தலாயே சிவகர் வலிக்கும் பெருமதின பெருமானே இமைய உண்மை சித்தின பிடிக்கும் எங்களருளோகதினியே சொற்றுணை வேதியின் சோதி வகவள் பொற்றுணை திறந்தது பொருந்த கை தொழ சொற்றுணை வேதியின் சோதி வகவள் பொற்றுணை திறந்தது பொருந்த கை தொழ கட்டுணை பூட்டியோர் நற்றுணையாகுவது நவஜீவனே நற்றுணையாகுவது நவஜீவனே மாப்பிளை கழுவியே மகோத்வகத்தின் கோப்பிலை திறந்தது பொருந்த கை தோழ நாப்பிலை தமிழம் தமிழுக்கு இருகன் பிள்ளையே தமிழம் தமிழுக்கு இருகன் பிள்ளையே பிள்ளையே நமச்சிவாய வாழ்க நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சு நீகாத வாழ்க கோகணியாண்ட குருமணி தென்கள் வாழ்க ஆதமுமாகி நின்று பார்த்தார் வாழ்க ஏகல் இறைவன் அடி வாழ்க நமச்சிவாய வாழ்க நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சம் நீங்காதாய் வாழ்க நமச்சிவாய வாழ்க நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க இமை பொழுதும் நீங்காதாய் வாழ்க அரைமறையனும் மாலம் அவரதம் முனிவர்தானம் முறை முறை வடநீக்கும் முதல்வரே நமச்சிவாய அரைமறையனும் மாலம் அவரதம் முனிவர்தானம் முறை முறை வடநீக்கும் முதல்வரே நமச்சிவாய முதல்வரே நமச்சிவாய முதல்வரே நமச்சிவாய முதல்வனே நமச்சிவாய முதல்வனே நமச்சிவாய முதல்வனே நமச்சிவாய முதல்வனே நமச்சிவாய முதல்வனே நமச்சிவாய முதல்வனே நமச்சிவாய வாழ்க ஆதியாயேகம் நாளில் அடிமொழிய பெரிய வண்ணம் சோதியாய் நிறைவாய் நின்று துணைவனே நமச்சிவாய 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 தேடிக்கண இருளை அடைந்த மாயம் கனியடிய போகிறது கடவுளை நமச்சிவாய இனியடி தேடிக்கண இருளை அடைந்த மாயம் கனியடிய போகிறது கடவுளை நமச்சிவாய கடவுளை நமச்சிவாய கடவுளே 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 நமச்சிவாய நமச்சிவாய ஒரு பாதம் வைத்து உமக்கு தம்பினானே நபிக்கரை மணியே முற்றியே அண்ணனே நமச்சிவாய உமை ஒரு பாதம் உமக்கு தம்பினானே நபிக்கரை மணியே முற்றியே அண்ணனே நமச்சிவாய அண்ணனே நமச்சிவாய அண்ணனே நமச்சிவாய அண்ணலே நமச்சிவாய அண்ணலே நமச்சிவாய அண்ணலே நமச்சிவாய அண்ணலே நமச்சிவாய அண்ணலே நமச்சிவாய அண்ணலே நமச்சிவாய ஓனுமாய் உயிரும் மாறி உலகமாய் புறமாய் கருவாசி இருக்கின்றார் அன்பே நமச்சிவாய ஓனுமாய் உயிரும் மாறி உலகமாய் புறமாய் கருவாசி இருக்கின்றார் அன்பே நமச்சிவாய தந்தையே 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 நமச்சிவாய நமச்சிவாய வாழ்க வாழ்க இமை
gentlemen, we've come to the conclusion of our prayer. If you can please stand, thank you.
முத்தினை அகிலாத பத்தினி பழவினைகள் பாருவனம் சித்தமென்றால் கண்ணிட்டு சிவமாகி உரை ஒன்றும் இல்லாத கூத்தஞ்சம் அறியும் அருளியவாறு பற்றோவி சம்பிரம் அறியாத சிவனும் திருவேணி மும்மிவளும் முதலா கருணாபிழையும் கசிந்துருகி எல்லா பிழையும் இனியா பிழையும் நினைந்திருத்தி சொல்லா பிழையும் புதியா பிழையும் புகழா பிழையும் எல்லா பிழையும் பொறுத்தருளாய் கட்சியகம் Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may be seated. Dear family and friends, the family is requested that you join them for supper. Thank you.
Yeah. Mama,